Welcome to Association 100, Rob.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Given the national conversation that's taking place on race and continued protests against racial injustice, what are you doing as an organization and what types of resources are you providing to your members?
Like a lot of organizations, we came out with a statement very clearly directed at, we don't stand for racial injustice and we will help fight it as well as we possibly can. We had a webinar that we delivered, a free webinar that we delivered probably about 3 or 4 weeks later. And it was led by our diversity consultants. And it was interesting, I'll tell you, we had over 2,000 people sign up for this webinar and participated. The conversation was simply about, exploring anger, frustration, and hopelessness. And it was, turned from COVID to George Floyd. And it's been the most open time that I've ever experienced. I think it's just a wonderful moment to say, let's grasp this. And people asking, what can we do? How do we help? How do we change?
Hugely important. It's reassuring to hear the open conversation and dialogues that you're having, especially with members. What are some things that they can do to really start to move the dial and show impact on everything from diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging?
You often hear people talking about, let's not have DEI as something that's an additive component to the conversation. It needs to be the foundation of the conversation. So we all know it's got to start at the top, right? Now, what I think has changed is that it starts at the top and it also starts in other parts of the organization too. And oftentimes now they need to kind of come together. So it's not just, it's not one or the other. I think it's both. And I think as a consequence of it being both, that's where we're starting to get movement that we've not seen before.